Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn space science. Today, Uranus and Neptune. And after we've done it, we're going to do Neckstretching. And if you participate in the Neckstretching, then it's better die Raumrisk. Uranus and Neptune. The next planets of the production line were Uranus and Neptune. We had the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. Now we're having the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. At even greater distances from the Sun than the gas giants. Okay. There are Venus and Mercury and then Earth, and then Mars, and then Jupiter, Saturn. Yes, Jupiter, Saturn. Okay, Jupiter, Saturn. And now we have further away Uranus and Neptune, two other planets. Let's pause to put these great expanses into perspective. Astronomers use astronomical units AU to measure distances in the solar system. 1 AU is the Earth-Sun distance, that are 150 kilometers. Okay, AU, Earth to AU, that is 150 kilometers. Today, Jupiter orbits the Sun at an average distance of 5.2 AU. So Jupiter is 5 times as far from the Earth, from the Sun as the Earth from the Sun. So here's the Sun, then there are Venus, Mercury and Earth, then Mars. Now 5 times as far as the Earth is from the Sun is Uranus. It's Jupiter. Jupiter, the gas giant Jupiter. Saturn, by contrast, orbits at 9 times. Okay, Jupiter and then Saturn. So Earth is 1 AU and further. That is the number 1, Earth. And then Jupiter, there's first Mars, but then Jupiter 5 times and Saturn 9 times. Saturn is 9 times as far away from the Sun as Earth is. So 9 times 150 million kilometers. Uranus is much further out, 19 times. 19 times. Uranus is 19 times as far from the Sun as Earth is from the Sun. So the Sun is here, then is Earth somewhere here, and 20 times the distance there is Uranus. And Neptune is right on the edge of the realm of the planets, fully 30 times further from the Sun than the Earth. 30 times. I'm right now thinking, can we make a video about it? We have here just the dates. For Saturn, also for Earth, 150 million kilometers. We have it also for Jupiter, for Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. And we know what an AU is. That is the measurement. Astronomical unit. AU means astronomical unit. AU, astronomical unit, the first letter of these two words. I think we have all 8 planets. We have Mercury, and then Venus, and then Earth. Then Mars, and then Jupiter, and then Saturn. And then Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn the 6, Uranus and Neptune. 8. We have all 8. We can make a video and say all 8 planets. And the furthest one is 30 times away from the Sun as Earth is. Neptune. At these great distances from the Sun, more than 4 billion years ago, the material of a solar nebula was widely spread. Okay, let's do it again. At these great distances from the Sun, more than 4 billion years ago, the material in the solar nebula was widely spread. Okay, when the solar system was forming 4 billion years ago, there was material widespread. Plus, the time taken to orbit the Sun at these enormous distances is much greater than, for example, the orbital period of Saturn. Okay, Neptune needs way longer to travel around. If you run around a small circle, it's just a little one, you go around it fast. But if you run about a football field, it takes way longer. And Neptune is very far outside, so it has to run very far, and so Neptune is pretty slow. Plus, the time taken to orbit the Sun at these enormous distances is much greater than, for example, the orbital period of Saturn. Both these circumstances, so that the material was wider spread and that Neptune is slow. Is slower around the Sun. I don't know if it's not slower, but it takes longer to go around the Sun because the distance is just much greater. Both these circumstances meant that Uranus and Neptune grew much more slowly than the... That is not an accident. I don't know what Mercury is and Venus so much, but Earth is a rock. Earth is a rock. It's basically all everywhere mountains. The whole Earth is a rock, basically, and Mars is also a rock. When you drive on it with these robots, it is a rock, basically. It's hard ground. Then we had Jupiter and Saturn. These were gas giants. Jupiter and Saturn. They said it is the distance to the Sun, so they are gas giants. And now we have the outskirts, and there are Uranus and Neptune, and these are ice. This is not randomly. We have the rocks, then the gas, and now let's look what they are formed out of. But I want to something. I don't think I'm the first one. Now these circumstances that Uranus and Neptune grew much more slowly than their giant siblings closer to the Sun, while Saturn and Jupiter reached full size by about 3 million years after the appearance of a solar nebula. Okay, Saturn and Jupiter needed only 3 years to grow. The growth of Uranus and Neptune took roughly 3 times longer. They needed 10 million years. Okay, they were slow. They still ended up with only 5% of the mass of mighty Jupiter. Okay, I don't really understand the first sentence, but I think it means that the material was wider spread, so they needed longer to collect it, and also didn't collect that much. They have only 5% of the mass of Jupiter. Still, Uranus and Neptune are sizable worlds. They are almost equal in size and mass. 17 and 15 times heavier than the Earth, respectively, and 4 times its diameter. They are 17 times heavier than the Earth. Uranus and Neptune are more than 50 times heavier than Earth is. Now what do we consist out of? And they are 4 times as big. However, they lack the extensive hydrogen and helium mantles of the gas giants. Okay, they don't have hydrogen and helium, so the gases, they are not gas giants. While Jupiter has 90% hydrogen, this gas makes only about 20% of Uranus and Neptune. Uranus and Neptune have still 20% hydrogen. In place of hydrogen are ices of ammonia and methane. As a result, Uranus and Neptune are regarded as a separate class of planets, ice giants. Okay, it could be that is also a gas giant. Now we have still 20% hydrogen, and methane is also gas, and I don't know what ammonia is, but they're considered ice giants because I think they're so cold and it's all frozen. Okay, we didn't completely get all that, but we have 2 things. First, we have all 8 planets. Let's make a video and say what all 8 planets are. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Let's make it before, do we have in the right order? Jupiter, 5 times, Saturn 9 times, Uranus 19 and Neptune 30. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. We have all 8 planets. Let's make a video and say that. This is not written like that here in the book, so I'm holding it, but I'm not going to say it. The 8 planets from the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, we have that video, and I'm going to do a second one. What do we call it? What are AUs? I think we're going to call it like that. What are AUs? We don't know so much about AUs, the astronomical unit now. So we can't really explain these are AUs. We are answering the question of what are AUs, and we're going to say 1 AU, that is the astronomical unit, and that is the distance of the Earth to the Sun. These are 150 kilometers, 150 million kilometers. For example, what do we know? Jupiter 5, Saturn 9. Let's do them all. Jupiter has 5. Saturn 9. Jupiter 5, Saturn 9. Uranus 19 and Neptune 30. That's right. And that is according to, what is that for a book? A Visual Journey Through the Universe. Cosmic Menagerie. Mark A. Garlic. According to Cosmic Menagerie by Mark A. Garlic. Page 7. AU means astronomical unit. It is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, 150 million kilometers. Let's do it again. AU means astronomical unit. It is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, 150 million kilometers. Jupiter has 5, Saturn 9, Uranus 19 and Neptune 30 AU. And that is according to Cosmic Menagerie by Mark A. Garlic on the page 17. I think we have it. I'm going to stop the camera. We suppose I'm rolling, but we have it not, and I'm going to do it again. AU means astronomical unit. It is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, 150 million kilometers. Jupiter has 5, Uranus 9, Uranus. AU means astronomical unit. It is the distance from the Earth to the Sun, 150 million kilometers. Jupiter has 5, Saturn 9, and Uranus 19 and Neptune 30. And that is according to Cosmic Menagerie by Mark A. Garlic on the page 17. It was 19 and 30. It was 19 and 30. I think I said 20 at the first time. Now I'm going to stop the camera. And we have 2 minutes left for the next session. So if you were here for space science, you can go directly to the next part of space science. We will do another for the short next session. If you stay and participate in the next session, when it's good and stay with science, and we're doing the hydro tower. Stretch with your fingertips as far away as you can. And stretch high up. And again down. Stretch as far as you can with the fingertips. Again, stretch as far as you can with the fingertips. And down again, stretch as far as you can. Now, the arms in front, and stretch as far as you can. The fingertips, stretch high up. The fingertips reach as far as you can, not just to the sides, but also back. Reach with the fingertips as far as you can. You know what? Reach the whole time as far as you can. The fingertips high up to the sides and back. Next exercise. Bullseye, I think it works. Arms to the side and repeat your hands with my leg bullseye. Now the body's opposite. Arms up and out, open to the side. Again in the arms up and out, open to the other side. Again in and out and down. I'm thinking about exercise. We have just 1 minute. The feet are standing up together, shoulders wide apart, breathe in. And out, bring the head over to one side, shoulders back, straight up. Again in. And out, reach chin down to the clavicle. Again in, the head up. Over to the other side. Breathe again in. And out, reach chin down to the clavicle. Again in, chin up. Out, back into the leg. And then we grab in the morning, breathe in, lift the arms up. With out, draw the shoulder blades together. Up the chest to the sky. Again in, shoulders up. Arms up. Out and down. Again in and up. Out and down. Feet together, we do vegan swings. With out, arms again down. And again in. down, and the last movement, the cactus collecting its things within, with the arms up crossed, and bring them down to heart center. Now, a short neck stretching, but it was a little losing out. I thank you very much, and until next time.